Ryan, Ellen, Blake, you just be. Sit down. All right, grab your seats, wherever you want. On this one. All right. Okay, grade 3, you can sit in a yellow seat wherever you like. And we'll get started. College, you have a seat? I will help you. I will help you. Don't worry. I will help you.
And then everyone's just going to go there.
He doesn't have a choice on the table in front.
All right. Good morning, grade 3. So, just like last class, we got to make sure that we keep our iPads closed so that we know that they're not distracting you just for the first few minutes. Then once you get time to work, you will be able to open them back up. So today's lesson actually is a new version of the dance party. We looked at that a long time ago. We've got some new coding that we're going to work on today with the dance party stuff. What we've got as our objective is making a fun and interactive dance party. And we've got 3 vocabulary words. I think that you know some of these already. The first one I actually already said is interactive. What does interactive mean? What's interactive mean? Kaden. Yeah. You're doing something, you're communicating with it. Yes. Exactly. Exactly. So that actually leads us to the second vocabulary word, which is events. Okay? And think about coding. What is an event? What's an event?
Event is something that happens.
Yes, that's it. Something that happens. Something that happens. When a basketball hits the wall, is that an event?
Yes.
Yes. When I press the up button on my iPad, is that an event?
Yes.
Yes. All of these things are events. Okay? The third one is behavior. So again, think about coding. Blake, please remove your headphones. Thank you. When we think about coding, what is a behavior? So think about when you're having your dance party, you have all your characters. What's a behavior? What's a behavior? Mike. What's a behavior? Yes, a dance move. What else is a behavior? How about the color of the shirt? We can change that. The size of the dancers. All those things we can change. Okay, so we have a quick video we're going to watch, and then I'm going to give you instructions as to how to get started.
Hi, my name is Merrill Cotton. I'm a dancer, software developer, and creator of Illuminate. Computer science relates to creativity in numerous ways, immeasurable really. I mean, once you have the ability to write software, you can put ideas into anything. I do it with light suits. There's so much you can do once you have the tools to write software, and the possibilities are really endless. Over the next hour, you're going to get started with computer science by programming your own dance party. We've assembled some hit music and a team of great dancers for you to play with. You'll be using blocks of code to choose different dancers. Change your dance moves, make them respond to the music, and make them interactive. You'll see that your screen is split into 3 main parts. On the left is a play space. This is where your dancers will show up. The middle area is the toolbox. New blocks of code will be available in this space as you go through the lessons. The space to the right is the workspace. You can drag blocks out of the toolbox and into the workspace to build your program. The instructions for each level will be up here at the top of the screen. If you need a hint, just click the light bulb. To start off, let's make a new dancer with this red block. First, drag it out of the toolbox and snap it under this orange setup block. This dancer's a cat. You can also change where the dancer appears in your play space with this.
Bottom left, bottom right.
Above the play space is the menu for picking out music. There are a ton of songs to choose from, so have fun finding your favorites. Under the play space is the run button. When you press run, you'll see the dancers from your program appear in the play space and the music will play. Try it yourself. And if you're feeling stuck, it's okay, just get up and get moving. And before you know it, you'll have made your own dance part. So, what will you create?
Okay.
We're being filmed
So,
right now,
I'm going to show you guys some of the new parts, some of the old parts that you know already, and then some of the new parts that's going to be in the dancing. Now, we are not signing in the same way that we did before. I'm going to give you a QR code up on the screen in a few minutes. It's not the same as the one that we had before. But I am going to have to select my age in order to get started. We have all of these different puzzles that we have to get through. The directions are really important because they tell you what you need to do in order to continue. Omar, can you please close your iPad? Omar. Thank you. Okay, on the left, you of course have the drop down of all the different songs that we talked about. And then in the middle, you have the instructions that you need to read. Now the first puzzle is super easy. It's just showing you to make a cat in the center. Let's move ahead and look at some of the trickier ones. We have some different things. We have the green one. What is the green one? That's that word that starts with the letter E that we talked about before. What is the green one? What's the green one?
I think it's an event.
Yes, the green one is an event. That means when something happens. So this means after 6 measures. That means after a certain amount of time in the song, that happens. Or you can do it by seconds, whatever one you want to do. We also have the purple ones, which control the behavior. So when you are creating your setup, you're going to make some frogs, and then the event says after 4 measures or after 6 seconds, the frogs do the floss, or whatever dance move you want to get them to do. Now, if you make frogs, guys in the back, if you make frogs, Omar, and then you say you want the pineapples to dance, what will happen to the frogs?
They will dance.
Nothing. They won't dance because you have to make sure that the dancers you create and then the commands that you give, the behaviors match. So if you create frogs, then you have to make the frogs dance. You cannot create pineapples and then say frogs dance because there won't be any frogs. Let's look at one of the further ones ahead. This one is a pink one. We have looked at these before. What are the pink ones? What is that? It is a repeat loop. That means that you are able to put anything inside the pink that you want to happen over and over again. You can put things inside the pink repeat loop to happen over and over again. And you can say how often you want them to repeat and what you want to do inside there. So you can use those to make your code more easy and smaller. Okay, the last puzzle here, number 10, is actually, there's a small video that you can watch to get started. It actually lets you create your own dance party using all of these different moves that we have already learned. So I want to see who gets to create the coolest dance party by the end of our class. Are you guys ready to get started?
Yes!
Okay. But what is the most important thing that you have to do once you hit each puzzle? You have to read the directions. That's right. You have to read the directions. Okay. Okay. You may now open your iPads. The QR code is on the screen for signing into the dance party. It's similar to what we did. Yeah. You may. Yes, you can take one. They're right there on the top. Right there. You can take this one. Yep, there you go. Okay.
No video. I don't want a video.
code. Yes, and now you're gonna click the button. What is your age? It doesn't make any difference, but just put your correct age.
Do you have to say what is the time? Wait, that's right. What is the time? How do you?
You work on your own. That's the idea.
It's so easy. It's from Lady Gaga. Yeah, but she got it fine. That's my iPad.
Oh, sorry. So where's your iPad?
Hey, you skip.
We're gonna keep our own iPad, okay?
Shovel, you
Our own
skip.
iPad. Blake?
My favorite sweater. Can I go see his?
Blake, have you got events and different dancers and different moves to share?
But this is all I have.
Oh, okay, so I want you to have a few more things.
Wait, can I go? Can I go? Can I go?
It's yours.
I want to go. Can I go? How?
Okay, show
How
me.
do I get that?
Yeah, 2054. No, 454. The number's up on the screen. So if you were going through, we were showing you how to do all this things. Okay, Blake's got some events. He's got a loop on the right side. He's got some time-based events and some action. So when you press down, show us what happens when you press down. Yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you. You can disconnect. Okay.
Okay, can I
You
go?
got-
Can I
Yeah,
go?
okay, let's hear it. So, these are one. And then I'm 2054.
Can I go?
Okay, Danny, so you put in the number. Oh, you guys picked the same song. What?
Everyone's favorite song.
I know, I know.
What's this? Can I go after? Can I go after? Mr. Backus? Can I go after? Mr. Backus? Where's your sweeper?
All right.
Mr. Backus, can I go?
Okay, guys, so we may have more time next week to share, but at this point, unfortunately, class is finished. So what you can do is you can close your iPads, push in your chairs, and line up and get ready to go.
Mr. Backus, can I show mine?
Yes. Okay, now let's go. I know. All right, Khaled, see you next week. See ya. All right. Bye, Omar. See you later. Thanks. See you. Bye, Eddie. Yeah, you want to, sure.
Hey, Poopy! That's mine.
Hi, this is.
I want to go. I see it when everybody always fighting FIFA football. Mr. Backus, what do I do with your iPad?
Okay, guys, make sure you push your seats in, please. If you have one of my iPads, you can just leave it on the pile right there. Yeah.
Hello.